The 49ers haven't had a Pro Bowl quarterback since Jeff Garcia in 2002, which is mind-blowing. And it's not like the Niners haven't spent resources trying to find a Pro Bowl quarterback, a franchise quarterback. They've spent multiple first-round picks. They've given out multiple $100 million contracts. They've just banked on the wrong guy so far. Or they've either haven't gotten guys to play well enough or haven't gotten guys to stay healthy long enough to be in consideration to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. And what's too bad about it is the last 4 years in particular, if the Niners had just had a Pro Bowl quarterback, they probably would have won a Super Bowl by now or more. So I think it's worth going back and remembering all the quarterbacks, the Pro Bowl quarterbacks the Niners could have had and passed on since Kyle Shanahan became the head coach. Because a lot of people say, you know what, just wait till he gets his quarterback. He's got everything else in place. Wait till he gets his quarterback. He's going to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, absolutely. But let's also not forget the fact that lots of quarterbacks have presented themselves to Kyle only for him to turn up his nose and say, not for me. So let's go year by year. 2017, he passed on Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson so he could draft Solomon Thomas. Watson went to 3 Pro Bowls with the Texans. Patrick Mahomes has gone to 5 Pro Bowls. He's been an All-Pro twice. He's been an MVP twice. He's won 2 Super Bowls, and he's been a Super Bowl MVP twice. So he's like the greatest player ever, and the Niners passed on him for Solomon Thomas. Then 2018, Niners could have drafted Lamar Jackson, but instead they drafted Mike McGlinchey because they thought they didn't need a quarterback. They thought Jimmy Garoppolo would be that guy because he won 5 games for them. 5 games. 2019, they could have signed Geno Smith for like $800,000 and had him be the backup. Jimmy Garoppolo was coming off a torn ACL, major question marks with him. You knew you needed a better backup quarterback just in case because he hadn't proven he's durable. But no, the Niners let Geno Smith pass him by, and they stuck with C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, and Jimmy Garoppolo. And this past year, Geno Smith played all 17 games, didn't get injured, and went to the Pro Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks, who had the foresight to sign him when he was cheap. 2020, Niners could have had Tom Brady, said, no thank you, Tom, we think you are washed up. He then went to a Pro Bowl and won a Super Bowl and had a Super Bowl MVP with the Buccaneers immediately. Same year, the Niners could have drafted Jalen Hurts, who was just in a Super Bowl and a Pro Bowler, but instead they drafted Javon Kinlaw and Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk is good, but not a quarterback. Not a Pro Bowl quarterback either. Or a Pro Bowl wide receiver for that matter, yet. 2021, the Niners could have traded for Matthew Stafford, but the Rams beat him to the punch. Now, Stafford has not gone to a Pro Bowl with the Rams, but he did win a Super Bowl in his first year there. That year also in 2021, the Niners I skipped one. In 2020, the Niners could have also signed Geno Smith again for $1 million. He was a free agent. Seahawks kept signing him to 1-year deals. Didn't sign him. 2021, Stafford, missed him. Also, Geno, free agent, could have brought him in. Could have gotten rid of Jimmy Garoppolo any of these years, brought in Geno Smith to compete. No. Then 2022, again, could have had Geno Smith for $7 million. Instead, the Niners signed Jimmy Garoppolo, who's not as durable or as talented or as athletic or as good as Geno Smith. So, which Pro Bowl quarterback are the Niners going to pass on this year? Because you know they're not going to bring one in. They're going to stick with the 2 de facto rookies they have and hope and pray, which it may work out, but it hasn't worked out for the Niners, that approach. This year, you got Derek Carr in the market. He's been to 4 Pro Bowls, including last year. Maybe he's too expensive for the 49ers. Although, really, I'd rather spend for a Pro Bowl quarterback than a defensive tackle who doesn't go to Pro Bowls. You know who I'm talking about. So there's Carr, and there's also Daniel Jones, who hasn't been to a Pro Bowl, but frankly, on the 49ers, he would be really, really good. I mean, Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Brock Purdy and Trey Lance right now. Will the Niners go get either of those 2 guys? Probably not. So next year, I'll probably be adding on to the list of Pro Bowl quarterbacks the Niners could have had but didn't want. Hopefully, for their sake, Brock Purdy and or Trey Lance work out.